My name is Lilly Hernandez and I study construction management. What I want to do with construction management is maybe manage safety because I really like safety. My family is mostly in construction. They do a lot of different things. My dad, he's an electrician and he's pretty much been doing that my whole life. And I've pretty much just been around it.
I remember Lily coming in and she was quite timid, very shy, didn't know if she wanted to follow in the footsteps of her family.
Being a first-generation student was really hard. I had to figure a lot of things out on my own. I couldn't turn to my parents or to my siblings and ask them how am I supposed to do this, because they had no idea. And it's not their fault either. It's just, the way we grew up.
My daughter was bragging about how she was going to be the first one to go to college. And once she was retaining the necessary information to go there, she started spilling some of the little secrets to me that, you can go too. I think you should go too. So she signed me up for one, and that's what kind of started up the spark for me.
This has sort of been, for me, a journey in seeing reverse engineering at its best, where we get the young student who shows up and says, I want to go to college, I'm not sure what I want to get into, so we work with them and get them involved in some of the courses. They think it's worthwhile, and they slowly bring in the family members.
Actually, I was sweating all the way inside, all the way the first walk in, but luckily my daughter held my hand all the way in to make sure I was in my first class, as we did for her on kindergarten. I even had my sons, they joke about it now, but have a good day at school, Dad. Get good grades.
I'm really happy that I get to help them, pursue education and help them find scholarships and help them do whatever they need to do.
So without the schooling, I'm never going to get to where I want to be, which is the management part of our job.
It makes me feel very happy and excited because I know a lot of other parents don't really do that with their child or aren't as involved as my family are. And, obviously being a first generation, it means a lot that they're proud of me and I get to show my younger siblings that I'm doing something good.